humans are inherently conflicted creatures.
Okay.
We're, people are. We've got, all these. Our societies all have rules for how we're supposed to behave in order to preserve one another, in order to prevent violence, preserve one another's lives, and so on. But when it comes to human instincts are still built for. Those still exist on the saber-toothed tiger level. They're still. You get angry, pick up a rock, and hit it. That's the instinct that you have, stuff that we all have to work to overcome. And when it comes to magic is very much influenced by your emotions and by your desires. And those desires, as human beings, are always conflicted. There's always things that are going on, that stuff in the undercurrents that we don't always manage to handle too well. And as a result, there's turbulence. And when your feelings are starting to be inflicted upon the real world around you, that kind of turbulence is going to have some effects. And what I wanted to do for the Dresden Files was, honestly, what I wanted to do was to not have to deal with cell phones as a plot device, because they make everything so much more complicated. Whenever you read stories, whenever things happen, mostly people have to get rid of cell phones writers have to get rid of cell phones by whatever means, because otherwise an intelligent character is just going to call for help, and go get it. And it's like, when I was first writing these books, I'm like, okay, I don't want to have to deal with that. So how am I going to handle this? And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to have Dresden not get along with technology. And then it sort of expanded into other things from that as well. But it initially began with an effort to make it a little bit easier to write what I was trying to write. It was already going to be complicated.
Now, with that magic interfering with technology, could it get to such an extreme where you have magic interfering with really basic concepts, wheels, or is it only going to be electronic technology?
It's mostly electronic stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not going to rewrite the fundamental laws of how reality works.
No. I mean,
your will behind it, but
it sort of affects. It sort of starts affecting probability. I mean, everything exists on probability, right? It's not an absolute certain that if you send a current in from one end of a wire, it's going to go to the other end of the wire. It's just really, 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 really probable that that's what's going to happen. You get around wizards, and suddenly that starts becoming less and less probable, and that's when things start going wrong.